Of South Ossetia. That's been the main focus of the conflict between Russia and Georgia over the course of the past week. It's this city where Georgian forces moved in an attempt to try and seize back control of this rebel-controlled territory that has been really outside Georgian government hands for many years since the collapse of the Soviet Union. There was very fierce fighting here, I can tell you, and the evidence of that is all around. The destroyed apartment buildings, the twisted wreckage behind me of two Georgian tanks that were destroyed, according to Russian officials, by South Ossetian rebels as Georgian tanks rolled into this rebel capital over the course of August the 7th, August the 8th last week. A lot of civilians, thousands of them, fleeing the fighting to the southern Russian city of Vladikavkaz. Some pockets of civilians still here, though, many of them choosing to brave out the fighting and hide in cellars. They didn't want to lose their homes. One of the big issues, though, Heidi, that we're concerned about and that we're going to be looking into are the level of civilian casualties. Now, there are big differences in the figures given by both sides. The Russians say at least 2,000 people were killed as a result of the fighting between their forces, the Ossetians, and the Georgians. The Georgians say the real figure was much lower. We're going to investigate this. We're hoping to get more clarity as the days go on. Heidi?
Yes, because those numbers really have been all over the map, and everybody is really wanting to know what the exact situation is, if there's any way to find out. Matthew, you have covered conflicts all over this world for years. We're wondering how you were able to get behind Russian front lines as you are now.
Well, to be honest, Heidi, we've been negotiating with the Russians for several days now, since they really started to occupy the Georgian town of Gori, and they're really in full force in that town now. We drove across the Russian lines with a Russian escort through the town of Gori into this rebel territory of South Ossetia into Skindvali. We've been to make that happen. We're under some reporting restrictions at the moment. We're being asked to move on right now. In fact, we're with the Russian authorities. We can't move at this stage freely around the area, but we're hoping to visit as much of this Skindvali, the South Ossetian rebel-held capital, as we can over the coming hours. Back to you.
All right, we will stay in close contact. Sure do appreciate it. Our senior international correspondent in the region, in fact, behind Russian front lines. CNN's Matthew Chance. Matthew, thanks. Stay safe.
Boy, another